younger brother. I cannot afford anything here. Oh, I shall have to be a hobo.
I always knew you had it in you to end up on the streets, brother.
Bogus promptly realised he was broke too. He stayed outside with the creepy old guy. 3 days passed before a fat man came over.
Hi there, I'm Grogus Bamogus. I used to be an Aztec, under the leadership of Bogus Comogus.
Oh, I'm Bogus Comogus.
No, you're a creepy old guy.
Creepy old guy looked shocked. How would this fat man known that?
Oh, my leader, Bogus. What are you doing on the streets like this?
I'm a hobo, you idiot!
Oh, fish triangles! How did that happen?
Well, for some reason, all the houses cost too much for us to buy.
Oh yeah, that price range got set by a salesman. It's £10 for a pint of milk now.
Bogus stood up and looked very happy.
Dude, I want to get to that f***ing salesman right now!
I can help with that.
They turned around and a person was standing there.
Hi, I'm Chris, and this is Miss.
Said Chris, pointing to the 12 other people who all died except for Miss.
Oh, alright, cool, let's go.
Little did they know that they were being watched by cult people and had been chosen as their sacrifice.
2 Aztec royals on the streets? They'll make a fine sacrifice.
I just said that!
Sorry.
Well, anyway, they were captured. In a small room, they were pushed into a lake, but they got out.
Cult leader, please, they won't die.
Take them to the worm thing.
In the worm place, they were looking at a worm. It was a big worm.
That's an ox.
Miss was knocked out by wormy boy's horns.
No, Miss!
Said Chris happily.
Everybody, get that worm!
No.
Said the cult man who started dancing. A bright light emanated from him, and it went into Wormy Boy, and he evolved into Wormy Man, and it jumped at Miss.
No.
Said Chris, but it was too late. Miss was blasted off the ledge.
No.
Meanwhile, Bogus and Grogus were fighting the Wormy Man, while the creepy old guy took on the cult man. Whap, boom, pow went their feet.
Chris, help!
Christopher. He can be called that now as Miss is dead, as Chris rhymes with Miss, but Christopher does not rhyme with Miss. Turned around and kicked the cult man into a hole. Grogus jumped on Wormy Man to steer it, but it bucked him off. Suddenly, the Wormy Man was killed by an arrow tipped with a frog.
What was that?
But they did not know. Suddenly, a shovey thing shoved them off the ledge. Luckily, they survived and were alive, unlike Miss. They broke their fall and they were safe, unlike Miss.
Wow, what an underground jungle.
This is the jungle of Brug. We've had many battles here against the Jungle tribe.
Clip-clop went some feet behind them. They turned to see an army. The leader rode a long, thin boar with armor on. This was the mighty Orvo Egel.
It's the army tribe of Jungle tribe. What a surprise.
And it's you!
Suddenly, a arrow flow threat to air. It all kicked off. Bug had just found the Temple of Heart. Oh, you don't know who Bug is? Well, he was the famous frog-tip archer, but he was exiled, so he went to search for Bogus Comogus' temple. Haha, exactly what I was looking for, was what this troubled man thought.
What is this dude doing our land?
Bug was chased by bloodthirsty Aztecs, but it was fine because he was handsome.
I'm the greatest.
He pulled out his bow, but sadly it was made out of a twig and it snapped.
I'm the great.
Happily, he saw a witch. Save me, witch! A bright silhouette emanating the light flew over and exploded an Aztec.
I am girl. I will now leave.
No, please!
Bye.
The good people only had like 4 people while the army was 1,000 strong. Bogus held up the gem he used as a belt buckle. It glowed. Suddenly, a lot of Aztecs were summoned and started battling the army popel.
I'm the great.